Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to show 446. So today we're going to be talking about success starting at home. Okay. So it's only Blinking Friday as well, right? Love a Friday. Love that Friday feeling. Nothing better than waking up and going, yeah, it's Friday, baby. And it's not that I don't live the weekends, but I work, as all of us do, really hard Monday to Friday. And the weekend allows me an opportunity to really get my teeth into family life. And it's just something I've just always loved the weekends. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure everybody has. But just that Friday feeling when you wake up here and I'm doing the show with you guys and doing my walk is always like that extra feeling of dopamine's in there. Like, oh, woo, it's Friday, baby. And it's the one day that I allow myself to have a little beverage. So we're going to see some friends tonight. A little bit of a ginner. So let's get on with the show. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, then please do let me know. It's important to hear from you guys. And I know we've got some lurkers in the background that watch, and they always tell me that they're like, you know, I'm watching you in the background. Just get involved. All I want you to do, it really helps me out. Okay, so number one, hit the love heart button. So that just really helps in terms of the engagement. In the comments, just either say good morning, let me know how your week's been, or let me know what you're up to at the weekend. Okay, so either just say good morning, let me know how your week's been, or let me know what you're up to at the weekend. But the one thing I'm trying to get through to people is engagement is really good, because what it does is makes you feel part of this community. And that's what I feel about this show. This show is a community. Okay, sometimes there's 10 people on here, sometimes there's 200 people on here. Who knows what the Facebook algorithm is doing? All right. So before we get into today's session, which is talking about how do we build success at home, or understanding that ethos, on the 18th of September, I am running a free 3-day Awaken Your Potential online experience. Okay, so that means I'm going to be running 3 masterclasses, okay, at 8 o'clock on each night, Monday the 18th, Tuesday the 19th, and Wednesday the 20th. Okay, this is for high achieving family gut men, business owners, or working professionals. Okay, so if you fit into that category, the narrative that we're going to be talking about over those 3 days is how do you get your potential as one of those guys. Okay, and on top of that, I've put together 6 programs that I've kind of had around the background, and I've given them away for free. So it's £1,000 worth of free content, free courses, as well as a PDF version of my Remember the Mission book. Okay. And also, just a little bit sneaky whispering breaking news, I have finally decided on what my 3rd book is going to be, and we'll be beginning work on that in September. Okay, so that's that bit done. So let's, the waiting list is up above here, sorry. So you can join the waiting list. There are limited places. The doors officially open on the 1st. Those on the waiting list will get all the details first, all right? Cool, all right, so success starts at home. Okay, success starts at home. When I was in the Royal Marines, when I was in the Royal Marines, it's the first time that I really feel like I had felt success in life. You know, beforehand, I was running a McDonald's store, which was pretty cool, because considering I was a muppet at school, I was running a £6 million like company, right? A £6 million store. We were taking lots of money, lots of staff, lots of turnover, and I had to pretty much run that job because the store managers were never really around, so I was kind of left in charge to run these shows. I felt like that was an element of success, but I don't feel it was when I look back, because I was doing something I didn't want to do. okay? And I don't really class something I don't want to do and doing well at it as success, right? It's about doing what you want to do and then doing it well, i.e. like this job. Like I feel an element of success with this job because actually I love the process. I love the building, and I love the thought of writing a new book or putting together a new program or sorting out a new funnel, of working with my guys in my coaching programs. Like, I love all of that. I consider that a success, right? At no point do I not consider that a success. But when I was in the military, that was my first taste of success. And when I was in training, when I left for training, I had given up quite a lifestyle, okay? So I basically was in a relationship, long-term relationship with my big kid's mum, and we had been together like years, since we were 15, 16. And now all of a sudden, we were 6-7 years into a relationship. I'd literally come home and said, I want to quit my job. I want to go and join the Marines. This is how it's going to affect us. So obviously it did affect us. And I never really felt that success, like being in the military and going through that process at first, because my home life did not feel stable, because we were not connected, because we weren't getting on, because there were ruffled feathers, right? Our life that we had planned to build together had completely been flipped upside down by my decision to join the military. So I never really enjoyed the start of that success, because at first the home life wasn't great. But then after a while, after the initial shock of the life change, as you can imagine it would be, that really become strong. And as we then went on to get married and then have children, my rock, my nest become really important part of me being successful in the military. I went on to have what I would consider a really successful career, because I went out there and worked for it, right? But a lot of that drive to get out there and work for it came from home, come from my nest, come from the strength that I had from the people that I had at home. Okay, so I went out and I did the sniper course, passed the sniper course, went to Afghanistan as a sniper, then joined the sniper training team, then got my good grades to then go on my PT aptitude, passed my PT physical training aptitude, then become a physical training instructor for the Royal Marines, then become an adventure training instructor for the Royal Marines. And all of that success in the military there was off the back of having a strong home life, making sure that everything was good at home. And then I look about my adventure as an entrepreneur, everything is based off the back of having a strong wife. So when I look at Jem is my heart, she is my rock, she is my best friend, she is my counsellor, she is my mentor, she is my wife. And the success that I have in entrepreneurship, okay, would mean nothing without her and the kids. And what I see for an awful lot of people that are within their careers and their businesses is that 80% of their time and their energy and their focus is consumed with commitments to business, to work, to getting this done. And it's that withdrawal that only leaves 20% for the rest of life. Okay, so within that 20% bubble, your wife probably will only get 8%. 8% of your time, energy and focus. So 8% of 168 hours. Okay, bearing in mind it's not even 168 hours, because you've got to take into consider sleeping in that as well, and travel and all of that. That's not a lot of time to build a relationship, right? So if you are putting 80% into your career and your business, and you're making great money, and you're being really successful, and you're making really great leaps forward in that growth, right? But behind here, you're becoming neglecting, you're disconnected from your relationships, you're disconnected from your kids, you're neglecting your health and putting weight on, that success means fuck all, right? Am I right? So if you think that I'm right, let's hit the blue button. Like let's have some interaction, right? Does that resonate? Because if you are here and you are putting everything in, and this here is in your nest, is not being nurtured, I'm telling you, dude, you are going to end up in a bed sit with your supersonic fucking paycheck and your successful career and your business, okay, whilst you watch your wife connect with another guy, and you then have to deal with split ownership of your kids. And that's the harsh reality or end outcome of that path that you take. So when I talk about success being at home first, success starting at home, it starts with making sure that your priorities are the nest first, the home, the people in there, making sure that they are getting the attention that they deserve, making sure that they get the support they deserve. Because in harsh reality, if you have a career that's not your own business, what would you do if you gave 80% of your life to that career for 15 years, and then over that 15 years you slowly disconnected with your wife and your children, and then you got made redundant? What if that company went under? And in that meantime, you look back and what do you fall back on? You fall back on nothing but a broken family and a broken ties and disconnect from the people that you love most, because you prioritise your efforts into the wrong funnel. Oh my God, there's a seal coming up there. Wow. So, in summary, you only have so much time and energy, right? If everything went Pete Tong, what would you be left with? And if you have a strong nest and you could live in a bed sit together and you could be happy, you have a strong home nest. Okay, you have that strong home nest. But if you fall back and you lost your job, or you got made redundant, or you lost your business, and you've had to fall back into that nest, would it be a strong nest? And that's what you have to take away from this. You have to take away that success starts at home. There is no two ways about it. Okay? If you're going to be successful in life, you've got to make sure you've got the groundings and the foundations to elevate the success elsewhere. Got it? I'm going to go in the sea and swim with that seal. I hope you have an incredible weekend. Don't forget to get yourself on the waiting list if you fit the criteria, if you're the right guy for it and you think it's going to help you, which I know is going to help you. This is going to be amazing. And I will see you Monday, ready to go. Appreciate all of you being on here. Like, give you the fact that you give up a little bit of your time and energy at this time in the morning is humbling. So I really do appreciate it. Have a cracking weekend, and we go again.